Hey, I just wanted to hop on and talk to you about this chapter, and its title is Learning. And I want to talk to you about learning styles. I want to talk to you about the environments that we live in and positive and negative reinforcement. I talk about this a little bit later on in lifespan development and parenting, but learning styles. All of us learn differently. I'm a very visual learner. I'm very hands on. Um, Kind of like gas and oil. I don't understand it. It's under the ground, and I don't understand anything about that. So, friends of mine who work in gas and oil, they're like, I don't understand why you don't understand. Well, I don't understand because I can't see it. Um, so, I learn better by doing and using my hands. And I don't know if any of you can relate or not. Then, the other thing about learned behavior is so if we're a product of our environment, and say that, how many times have you noticed that school teachers, their children become school teachers? How many times have you seen nurses or doctors, their kids become nurses or doctors? How many times do you see attorneys, their children become attorneys? How many times do you see plumbers, their children become plumbers or electricians or things like that, or something in those type fields? The same thing. So when you live in a certain environment and that's what you grow up learning, then you tend to do like things because that's all you know. So I use this as an example all the time in therapy with my families. I work a lot with victims of domestic violence, substance use, mental health issues, co occurring disorders. And so sometimes I explain to clients when they come to me and they're at the bottom, especially women in shelter. And I just say to them, okay, you're a product of your environment. And it's like you're on a hamster wheel and you're going around and around and around and around. And until you make that decision to hop off, jump off, skip off, roll off, walk off, whatever you're going to do, you're going to stay in that environment and do those things. It's no different with people who are poverty stricken. If you don't have the motivation to do better for you and your family, then those things tend to keep happening. Okay. And so learning is one of the most important and vital aspects of our development. I say this all the time, and I got this from my supervisor when I was doing my LPC hours. Knowledge is power. And I know that saying has been out for a long time, been around for a long time. But knowledge is power. If you don't know the answer to something, you need to seek it out, learn it. Because how many times do you hear gossip or something like that and you go and repeat it? But then when you finally get to finding out what's really down to it, you back somebody in a corner and you back them up and back them up and back. Well, help me understand. I thought you said this. Well, I thought this happened. When you get to the bottom of it, you start to realize that what really actually happened and the knowledge behind that. So you have to really seek out the truth. Okay, and so that's how we learn, is seeking out the truth and by doing research and building upon other things. And we have to learn not to let our emotions get involved. I use this other example in therapy about when what happens when you put a Mentos in a Coca-Cola. You know, it explodes. So I teach my littles in kind of the grade school um, ages. You know, what's this mean? It's stop. What's this mean? Think. What's this mean? Respond. And so stop, think, and respond. That is something that you can learn about any situation. You don't have to give a response, but everyone looks for reaction. Everyone looks for you to explode and um, cause a scene. But if you just stop for a moment, take some deep breaths, and you think about a response then you can give instead of blowing up, that will go a long way in your development and learning how to respond to people. So there you go.